Observation of other teachers' classes is one of the most useful professional development activities we can do as teachers. We're very lucky when we get a chance to observe someone else's lesson. It helps us to see new ideas and techniques in action. It makes us wonder how we might copy some of the things they do. And it makes us think about how we could do things differently. Observation works best when we approach it in a positive and supportive way. Anyone who lets us observe their teaching deserves our profound gratitude. When observing others' lessons, it's best not to criticise the teacher or focus on what went wrong, but to think of how what we see can help us to improve our own teaching in the future. We are going to watch a lesson from Cameroon given by Elsie. You will see her teaching a number of question forms using a variety of techniques. Hers will be mainly a grammar-based lesson.
You're going to tell me the town or the city where you think these pictures come from. So just look at them on your bench with your friend and tell me where you think the town or the city is where the action is taking place. Look at it carefully, discuss with your partner.
Ça c'est le matin, la réunification au oui, la statue de la doit la deido, quartier deido.
If there are people there, tell me what the people are doing. So look at the pictures, everybody. Look at the pictures. Okay, the first picture on the paper. The first picture on the paper. Who can tell me? Yes? Speak loud. Very good. Where is it from? Very good. Okay, let's have somebody who knows the answer. Yes. Very good. Clap for her. Can you repeat what she said? Where did she say that monument is from? The first picture. Where is it from? Which town? Can you see that monument? Help us. In which town can you find that monument? Very good. Picture 2. Look at the picture. Picture 2. Yes. Yes, picture 2. Make a statement. Okay. Another person. Try to say it well. Yes. Speak aloud. Don't be shy.
This monument is the monument of Douala.
Very good. Very good. This monument, as she said, is found in Douala. And then the last one. The last picture. The last picture, yes? There below her.
The last picture is the church.
Very good. What is another name for that kind of big building like that? Yes? And now it is a cathedral. Everybody say a cathedral.
Cathedral.
People who go there, what do you think they are doing there? Yes? They are going to pray. People go to the cathedral or go to church to pray.
Elsie is now going to start teaching her students to ask questions. This is the main focus of her lesson.
I'm going to show you. I have two other pictures. You are going to look at those pictures and you try to ask questions. I'm not going to tell you. You are the one who's going to tell me. You look, you don't give me answers. You are going to ask questions. Everybody say ask questions. Ask questions. Very good. You are going to ask questions. Look at the pictures very well and we will try to ask questions. I said we will ask questions. We are just going to ask questions. We are going to ask questions. Okay. The first picture. This one is going to be picture 1. And this other picture is picture 2. So we have picture 1 and picture 2. Okay. Now on picture 1, everybody should be looking at picture 1. I want somebody to try to ask us a question about that picture. A question. I repeat, we are asking questions. We are asking questions, yes. Very good, clap for her. Well. You have something here, she is reading.
Ça l'a bien conduit. Ah, tu vas être dos, les photos tablettes sur le pas.
Very good question. Can somebody read this question for us? Read it.
What is it?
Very good, everybody.
What is it?
What is it?
What is it?
Very good. Another question. Another very good question. Somebody should not ask. Very good question about the first picture. Yes, my friend. Very good. Where is it? Where is it? Okay. Now let's look at the next picture. Picture 2. We are asking questions. Remember, we are asking questions. Look at that person. Look at that lady. Can somebody tell me her name? Or tell me her title? Yes, Abuele. Clap for her. This lady, Abuele says, this lady is the Queen of England. So, who can ask the question about her? Yes. Who? Use a pronoun. That's very good. Who is that? But I want you to use the correct pronoun for a lady, for a woman. Clap for her. Who is she? About another question. Another very good question. Who can try? Just look at it and try to think.
You want to talk about ask questions.
Very good. Again. Say it again.
We want to talk about ask questions.
We want to talk about asking questions.
Elsie now wants her students to think carefully about the first element that makes up the questions the students have been asking.
Now everybody look at the beginning of our sentences here on the board. Look at our sentences on the board. What do they begin with? Look, we have this, we have this, we have this, we have this. What is the letter of the alphabet which those questions begin? Yes. Very good. And what? A. join them. So we ask, I want you to, she said we are asking questions. Okay.
The letter of the alphabet is W and H.
Very good. So I want another person to tell us, what are we using to ask questions? That's very good, my friend. What are we using to ask these questions today? What are we using? Are we using O, P, Q? Yes? Yes? No? Yes, that's very good. We have done it before. We have done is. But today we are using 2 letters to ask questions. So I want you to tell me those 2 letters we are using to ask questions. Yes?
Asking questions.
Very good. So we are asking questions using WH words.
Donc, elles ne s'occupent pas.
So that's the title of today's lesson.
Elsie now moves on to the different elements of the questions which the students are working with and has the students analyse the grammar.
Now look at something. We have the question word. Look at the next part. Use your head. I'm not going to tell you the answer. Look at this part. How do we call these words? What is the name of these words in the middle? Yes? The verb to be. Is it a modal verb? Is it an auxiliary verb? Very good. Clap for her. So, we see that. So, what do we see here? What do we have here? We have a question word. And what follows? What follows? Stand up, please. Stand up.
We have auxiliary.
Very good. So we have this question word, and then we have this other word here. What do you call this? What is the category? What's the grammatical category of this word? Yes? It's a pronoun. But in this sentence, it plays the part of the subject. Everybody says subject.
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 All right, now we want to form a rule on how to ask questions using WH words. We want to form the rule, and you are going to tell me. So what do we have here? What do we say we call this kind of words? What, where, who, where. What do we call them, yes?
The questions words.
Very good. So here we have question words. So to form a WH question, we have question words first. Very good. What else? This second part. How do we call these other words here? Yes? Very good. We have auxiliaries. We have auxiliary words here. I'm going to take this away. And here we have the subject. So all the words here are going to be used as the subject of the sentence. So can somebody tell me now how to form question words? What do we need when we are forming WH questions? Yes, tell me.
From WH question. Take first question words.
Yes.
And auxiliary and subject.
Very good. Clap for him.
Well done.
Somebody else. Somebody else to repeat. We need to know it. Used to form question words. Yes.
Wait, 1 minute.
We form a question word. We don't have a question word, an auxiliary verb and subject.
Very good. You said we don't, but we have. Say we have.
We have.
Very good. Repeat. Take it over. Take it over. So we have.
We have a subject, a question word.
So we have. Yes.
We have a that.
We have
that. A question word.
Very good. And then we
have auxiliary verb.
Yes.
And subject.
Very good. Somebody else to say it very well. Tell us the rule. Just tell us the rule. How is it formed? Yes. To form.
We ask question. To ask question. We have question word, auxiliary verb, and subject.
Very good. Who else can try? Who else can tell us? Say it, yes, the brilliant.
To ask or form question word, they are supposed to use question word, auxiliary verb, and subject.
Very good.
Of course, not all questions following the question word auxiliary subject pattern, which Elsie is teaching, start with a WH word. There are other words and phrases which fit here too.
Very good. So now you are going to write in your books. We are going to write. Open your books and computer. We have 2 minutes to do that. 2 minutes. Have only 2 minutes to do that. Copy first, and we have our enough time to write. We want to look at the picture of the Queen of England. Ask a question about her age. Ask a question about her age. Yes, go ahead. How old? Very good. Again, say it again. Say it again. How old is it? Very good. So we realize that we have asked a question without WH. So it means we can still ask questions without using the WH word. So, does how begin with WH?
No, madam.
Very good. So repeat your question.
How old is the Queen?
Very good. Now, we want to visit the Queen of England. Who can ask a question about the money we need to visit the Queen of England? Very good. Clap for her. Yes, we want to ask another question about the number of students that can visit the Queen. And we want to talk about the number. Yes, finish. How? Aloud. Say it aloud. How many students can visit the Queen? Again.
How many students can visit the Queen?
Say it again.
How many students?
Very good. How many students can visit the Queen? So we realize that we can also ask questions using how. So the words we have today, we have what, we have where, we have who, we have why, we have when, and we have how. We are going to still write. We have these question words on the board, and we are going to write. Just a minute
a picture. Who is picture?
Okay, who is the queen? Very good. Who is the queen? Who is the queen? Do we use it? Who? We use it for an animal. This lady, is she an animal?
No matter.
This lady, she's an animal.
No matter.
So when do we use who? When do we use who? We use who? Make a sentence. Alright, the plural of persons. Yes, for people. Everybody say people. People. So, when we want to ask the question, we use who for people. We do not use who for things, for paper, for shoes.
Yes, madam.
Alright, the next one. What? What? Yes? We use what? Where? What is this? What is this in my hand? Very good. We use what for things. Why? When do we use why? Yes. Now say it now. Very good. We use why for the reason. When? At 2 o'clock. In the afternoon. In the morning. In the evening. Yes,
We use when to ask it. When to ask it.
very good. The time. How about this one? How do we call this? When? Yes? Very good. The date. And how? How do we make a cake? What am I trying to ask about? How? The money, yes, for money. Good. It's a cost. Cost. How much does it cost? How much does it cost? About the students. How many? Somebody asked a question. Look here. Read the question. Very good. So what do you want to talk about? Using how? Yes, the students. How do you call all of them? The number. Everybody?
The number.
The number.
Elsie now goes on to check that students have understood not only the grammar, but the meaning of what they have been studying.
This exercise here is about these two pictures you have. No, answer the questions. You are going to answer the questions orally. The first one, what is she doing? Who is she? Where does she live? Where is the tower found? What is the name of the tower? Listen, you are going to read the question and read the answer. You read the question and you read the answer. And tell us what is the WH question that has been used. Tell us what is the WH question that has been used. Can we go? The first one. A.
What is she doing?
Read it again.
She lies.
Alright, can you put the two together? The answer. What's the correct answer? What is she doing? Yes, Tatiana. Very good. Say it again. Very good. So read the question again and read the correct answer. Read the question again and read the correct answer.
What is she doing? She is talking.
All right, come to the board and write your answer. Write the answer here. You use it with force. Write the answer. A. This is A. So what's the correct answer here? Is it 4? Is it 5? The next one, very quick. The same hand. Okay. Read the question, read the answer, and then you come to the board. Write it here. Here. A. It was A. What's the answer here? 4. So write 4 here. It's supposed to be big so that those at the back can see. Very good. Again.
Mais le pâté la fin.
Very good. Very good. Come on, write your answer. Okay, the next one.
Il y a le air à la cantine.
Okay, the next one. Come on, write your answer.
Il y a le air à la cantine.
Mais tu as vu comment il a baillé? Non. Ne regarde pas comment on enlève. On m'a demandé d'aller.
Read the question and then read the answer. You come and write the correct answer.
On m'a demandé d'aller.
Wanda, mais on m'a demandé d'aller.
Again? Where does she? Good. Now, can we have the correct answer? Okay.
She lied.
Very good. Come and write the correct
Il faut oublier qu'ils m'ont mis le truc sur là.
Where is the third found? Where is the third found? Okay, can you read the answer? Very good. Come and write the correct answer.
Please, no, please, no.
All right, read the last one. It's okay. Thank you. We'll have opportunity to talk just now. All right, the last one. Read the question, give us the answer, and...
Bravo, et te mets.
Very good. Very good, write the answer. Okay, we want to remind ourselves about the uses of question words.
For her last activity, Elsie asks students to practice the questions some more, but this time with some new pictures.
You're going to answer questions. Ask questions, sorry. You're going to ask a question about this picture. A question.
Me?
Yes.
Please.
Again, very good. What is it? Another thing. Good, that's very good. Yes? Ask a question about this picture. Very good, we have that. What? Very good. Is it under what? Use where. I want somebody to use where.
Where are you?
Where can it?
Where are you seeing this one?
Very good. Where can we see? What is this generally? What is this? Is it, what do we call this generally? Yes? Very good. So now repeat your answer repeat your question about this picture. Where can we? Go ahead.
Where are you see this class?
Where can
you see this class?
Very good. Yes? Another question? Any other question? please. Where can you see this flag? It's called a flag. I have another picture here. I want you to talk about the action.
Hey.
Oh, okay. Please say. Everybody. And we come around. Everybody should talk about this picture. The action going on. I want you to look at the picture and ask a question about this picture. Look at the picture. Yes.
Carefully.
What? Allow. What? Very good. Clap for her.
Welcome.
She has to repeat. Just a minute. Let her repeat her question. So, very good. Clap for her.
Welcome.
Any other question from the picture? Now use a plural. They. Who are? Again. Clap for her.
Welcome.
One last picture before we go. Still the same people. The same people. Getting another picture. Another question.
Where is this?
Ask question. Yes.
Where is this?
Very good. Clap for her.
Welcome.
Just a minute. Clap for him.
Welcome.
Very good. Clap for her.
Welcome.
Who can remind us about what we studied today in this classroom? Who can tell us what we have studied today in the classroom? What's the lesson of today? If you go back home and your mother asks you, what did you study in English? So tell us.
Lesson of today is where do you use a question word?
Very good. That's very good. She's asking when, or she's saying that when to use question words. When to use question words. Somebody else.
Then the question word that they are supposed to use to ask the question. Any question word have the meaning.
Okay, that's when to use it. So we must know when to use the question word. I think everything went as planned, but for the fact that I would have loved to include more activities for the children, more group work, more pair work, and why not a game, as they said in the feedback. I will put them at the level of free practice. An aspect I would like to change is the time I gave for writing. They had a lot of time to write. I think I would have limited the time for writing to just about a few minutes towards the end of the lesson. We have all our activities and then the writing time would have been at the end. That's the only part I think I would have loved to change.
After observing a lesson, it's a good idea to take some time to think about what you've seen, consider how you could use ideas you observed, and prepare to discuss the lesson with a teacher or other observers. Here are some useful reflection questions to help you organise your thoughts.